but the reality is that it was Sonia Gandhi who on the 8th of December said that we will announce a prime ministerial candidate at an appropriate time. That was taken as the cue by many, where they said that that means that there will be a prime ministerial candidate. That's what Digvijay Singh told us in the interview that Javed and I did together, that essentially means that there will be a prime ministerial candidate before elections, because after that you can't make an announcement, then you will have a prime minister. Clearly there has been a change of heart. Why is it that the Digvijay Singh view prevailed and the other view of projecting Rahul Gandhi as Prime Minister, being voiced most by the younger leaders in the Congress, was ultimately defeated?
You see, there were two views in the Congress party. The senior leadership felt that there is no point sacrificing Rahul because the mandate is against the government. Yes. But you know, you had a lot of junior leaders, a lot of MOSs who felt that unless and until you project Rahul Gandhi, how will you fight the elections? Because this is the toughest crisis or the toughest battle in front of the Congress. And this is not making of Rahul Gandhi because he is not the Prime Minister, he was never the Minister in the government. And why should he inherit all the incumbency of the previous regime? So that was the delicate rope, I would say that was the delicate line or the thin line which the Congress leadership or the family had to walk. How to project him, how to make him the soul in the face of the Congress party without using the word Prime Minister. And let me tell you, Rahul, tomorrow you'll see the same tamasha, that without using the word Prime Minister or Prime Ministerial candidate, everything would be done to project him that he is the leader, he is the face and he is the soul.
Because whether or not the Congress likes it, Ajit Sahi, there will be comparisons with Narendra Modi. If he is the face of the Congress, is he a face that is credible enough for the people of India to back? Is that not a comparison which will happen? Shehzad, you can't interject when you're not being given an opportunity. I want Ajit Sahi to come in. Is a comparison not inevitable regardless of what the Congress spin doctors try and do? Ajit Sahi.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Whether Rahul Gandhi is named the prime ministerial candidate or not, the fact is this election will be his election to win and his election to lose, and that is already very clear to everybody. In fact, I must make this point that when you quoted Sonia Gandhi's statement of 8th of December that we will name a prime ministerial candidate at an appropriate time, I'm sure the appropriate time can also mean after the elections. It does not mean.
No, but then you don't have a prime ministerial candidate, then you have a prime minister. Then you don't have a candidate. That's a big, I'm sorry, there's a big difference. A prime ministerial candidate cannot be announced after the general election results come out, then you anoint a prime minister. There's a big difference. If you say we will announce a prime ministerial candidate, Sonia Gandhi was indicating that before the elections there will be someone who will be projected as prime minister. That's surely what that means, Ajit Sahi.
If you go by the English language, what it simply means that there is no prime minister unless a prime minister has been elected by a majority of the newly elected Lok Sabha members. Until then, anyone who wants to be prime minister merely remains a candidate for the post of the prime minister.
And she said that there will be an announcement on the candidate for the post of prime minister, which is now not happening. Javed Ansari, what will happen tomorrow? It's going to be a bit of a damn squib after the Congress says there will be no announcement for Rahul as Prime Minister, because he was in charge of the Election Management Committee even in the disastrous assembly elections from a Congress's perspective. In that sense, there is no big announcement. In that sense, nothing really has changed. He led the campaign in the assembly elections, he led the campaign in the general elections. So what's the story about?
It's absolutely. He led the Congress in the past. He will lead the Congress party in the future. They will go to the 2014 elections under his leadership. The damn squib will be for people like you and me who were expecting a big bang announcement and which would have made our day as journalists.
All right, that is not going to happen.
There is no denying the fact that the hair split. Rahul, the hair splitting aside. The hair splitting aside. The fact is that Rahul Gandhi will have to take the credit and the blame if they succeed or fail, whether they make the announcement or not.
Absolutely, Shehzad, you must respond to that before I conclude this debate. Regardless of whether you like or not, when the Congress gets defeated in 2014, you will have Rahul Gandhi taking the blame, or if the party wins, taking the credit. He is the de facto comparison with Modi, regardless of whether you want it or not. Shehzad.
Now please don't interrupt me. For 3 points I have to clarify. First of all, you are saying that Rahul Gandhi is running away from responsibility. As Javed says, he is responsible. Even when he was not CM candidate of Uttar Pradesh, he was responsible for the campaign that he ran there. He is responsible, and he said that in the interview to Dainik Bhaskar. As far as appointing a prime ministerial candidate is concerned, as Ajit Sahi rightly said, that statement by Sonia Gandhi could have very well been interpreted as also being one done after the elections are over, and you can't have a prime minister without having a government in place. And thirdly, all the youngsters and us say still that we want to see Rahul Gandhi as prime minister, but we want to see him as prime minister after the elections are over. We are not the ones who make prime ministers in waiting.
Regardless of what the Congress spin doctors are saying tonight, make no mistake, the Congress was very seriously thinking about projecting Rahul Gandhi as prime minister. Rahul Gandhi himself was willing, but in the end, the view to protect him from possible defeat, the view prevailed where people like Digvijay Singh felt that he is in any case the de facto prime minister, and projecting him or not will not make any difference. It will just give Narendra Modi an extra handle to target him with. We'll of course be live from early in the morning. Javed, Kartikeya and their team from 8 o'clock. They will be at the Talkatora Stadium reporting on this crucial meeting of the AICC.